Welcome to another Ask Katrina. The question today is, hey, Katrina, as a new executive, is it safe for me to ask for help? And I'm telling you, every time I do one of these, the questions that I get are just so powerful because you're really being vulnerable when you ask some of these critical questions. And I get where this question is coming from, right? Because you're in a new role. You feel the need to prove yourself. You feel the need to show that you can stand on your own 2 feet, as they say, and that you can get things done, right? You're not only proving to everyone around you, but you are also primarily proving to yourself that you can do it, right? Because there's all these things that are playing in the back of your mind. You're wondering if you're ready. You're wondering if you have actually earned the right to sit at that table and influence the business at the level that you're going to be able to influence it. That self-doubt is creeping in. That imposter syndrome is going to be there to a degree, no matter what we do, right? And so you're battling all of these internal forces. And so when you're uncertain and you're unsure and your confidence is just lacking a little bit, and you want to have some clarity and understanding about exactly how to perform and how to be prepared to perform, you're inherently wondering, am I going to devalue my value if I ask for help? It's a common question. We all ask this question at various points in our lives, and it's so common that you ask yourself this stepping into that executive seat for the first time. But the answer to the question is this: no. That's the short answer. No, you're not going to devalue yourself. And so the answer to the overarching question of, can I ask for help, is a resounding yes. Yes, you must ask for help. Okay? As an executive, if you don't think about it any other way, I'm going to go down a couple of pathways, but if you don't think about it any other way, recognize that as an executive, you are there to find opportunities to help the business grow and serve and expand, right? Properly. Proper expansion, proper growth, proper impact, right? That's why you're there, because you have good judgment. But growth and expansion and impact, nevertheless, right? That's the point. Well, you don't do that alone. That's why there are other executives around you. And so it takes the team, the leadership team, coming together, helping each other, putting together the pieces of the next layer of the strategy and the vision and the execution plan of the company. So if you just look at the structure of the organization and understand your role as an executive, you're expected to ask for help, because asking for help at the executive level is called collaboration. Okay. And that's what we do. We collaborate. Now, if we look at it from other angles, I'm going to give you one more. The bottom line is this: you've got to ask for help because you've never done this before. Think about, growing up and you're watching your kids. Think about it as a parent. You're watching your kids grow. The toddler asks for help. The teenager asks for help. We have kids who aren't in the home anymore, and they're still asking for help. And that's because they know that they're still growing, they're still learning. And as long as you're growing and learning, you're alive and you're expanding yourself. And so you should be asking for help. You should be asking, how do I grow here? And where should I grow next? And what does that look like? I would challenge you to say the question isn't, can I ask for help? The better question is, who should I ask to help me? Because that's where we typically get it wrong. It's not the fact that we shouldn't be asking. It's the fact that we're asking the wrong people, because those individuals either don't know and give us bad advice, or they don't know and they give us a hard time for asking them, and they cover it up. They cover up their lack of knowledge by pushing back and telling us we should already know it. And then there's also another third component, the old guard, so to speak, and they will push back on you and tell you you need to figure it out yourselves because they had to figure it out. And they believe that there's some sort of value in you figuring some things out on your own. And there is. And sometimes you will. But there's a balance. And if that individual is always pushing you to figure it out on your own, well, that's just the old way. And we don't necessarily need to adopt those ways. We simply need to figure out the right individual to ask, right? So if you don't have a mentor, if you don't have someone you can partner with, that's why we're here. So let us support you and help you, be that either through the free resources that we have or through one of our programs. Go and be legendary.